Every time you scroll, like, or comment, you're not just interacting with the screen, you're molding who you are becoming. What if your digital footprint is not just data, but your blueprint? Most people think that their online activity disappears, but in reality, it's shaping the story of who you are becoming. I will share the 5 ways your identity is shaped online, and at the end, I will tell you the hidden risk that is associated with all of them. So listen up. First, the psychology of focus. As you know, where you do not pay, you are the product. Our attention is today's currency. That shapes brand identity, and that gets brands to be more successful. What you directly look at, that is where your focus sharpens, and that is for a reason. That is one of the ways our brain selects what we focus on, something that is relevant to you. And that is to distinguish what is important for you personally out of all the information that is present and that you could be looking at. It's probably what most of the hooks are built for as well. Pattern break, so that something is out of the ordinary, out of the box. A promise of something amazing, that you're gonna get a reward, your life is gonna get better, you're gonna get financially free, or a potential danger that you didn't even know existed. And as we know, what we focus on will get sharper and it will get stronger. It will fire new neurons in the brain. You probably heard that feeling where focus goes, energy flows, and it is not different online. We can also add the Hebbian principle to it. Neurons that fire together, wire together. So what you focus on and consistently are exposed to will become your reality. So for example, if your attention is always on stress-inducing news, you will become more anxious. If your attention is on learning new skills, then that is what will become your reality. Number 2, how algorithms hijack focus. Platforms are engineered to read micro signals. It's not just your likes and comments. It's also about how long you pause. Do you scroll back up? And also, relating to thumbnails, it will also track your eye movement where you pay attention to. The system doesn't care about why you're paying attention, it cares that you do. Or you might click on a political headline that seemed interesting, and the platform, when you log in next time, it will suggest to you something from the same political ideology. Every pause is a vote, but you're not just voting for what you're looking at, you're voting for who you are becoming through that. Because that's how all the marketing works. Repeated exposure changes beliefs, emotions, perceptions. And that is the power of the platforms. So you're not just shaping your feed, the feed is shaping you. The third one is the echo chamber effect. Algorithms reinforce beliefs, narrowing perspective. You probably notice when you are interested in something and you keep looking at it, the platform is going to give you the same sort of ideas, very similar to that one. For example, if you like some fitness videos, the platform is going to get you deeper into it, which can be to your benefit if you choose consciously. But if the platform is shaping how you're thinking and suggesting more of what you are looking at and what you focus on, so it's slowly shaping what you're believing in. And over time, it might have the effect that it's narrowing your perspective and narrows your interest because you're only exposed to what is right for you and what you already believe in. The scariest part is this: you might not even notice the happening. These beliefs might feel like they are yours, but in reality, they have been reinforced throughout time and became your truth. So it might be worth to ask a question. Is it really your belief, or it became your belief because of what you were exposed to? Number 4, digital tribes and identity. Human beings are wired to seek belonging, and validation might feel like safety. Online platforms amplify this through likes, comments, and shares. It's worth to keep in mind that there are 3 things that we give for free. One is love, friendship, and loyalty. And platforms can amplify this. So if you're connected to a community, or you're admiring an artist, a sportsman, or anyone, you are giving love, loyalty, or friendship. And that feels free. That feels free for you. But in reality, platforms are capitalizing on that. So you might join some communities, you love an artist, a sportsman, or anyone, And then you give your attention for free because it feels amazing to give love, friendship, and loyalty for someone, even if you do not know them. On one hand, this can feel safe and empowering and you are belonging. But on the other side, you might lose your authenticity because you're identifying with someone or something a little bit too much. So belonging can be powerful, and the internet can amplify that, but also it can be a cage. And we are living in a box, we are traveling in a box, we are looking at a box, we are interacting through a box. So it's important that we do not just live in a box, but we actually get out of our comfort zone and just create our own reality. So what you repeatedly focus on shapes your neurological pathways and shapes who you are. So you can also say where your focus goes, your future grows. So number 5, focus as self-design. Your brain literally wires around what you repeatedly pay attention to, what you're exposed to, what you spend time with. That's why it's very important to spend our lives, our focus, our energies on something that is good for us, that is consciously chosen rather than what we're exposed to simply. If you focus on negative things, your negative circuits in the brain will become stronger and you're going to be reinforcing those things. So you will become more of that version of yourself. But if you're focusing on something inspiring, something motivating, something that is expanding you, then it is a good opportunity for you to become who you always wanted to be. So focus isn't just attention, it is self-design. What you are naturally focused on, what you prime your brain for, that is how your brain and how your day is going to look, and ultimately how it's going to shape your life. So where your focus goes, your future grows. So the question is, are you directing your focus consciously or let the internet do that for you? So now I just wanted to grab a moment. If you have enjoyed this video so far, and if you would like to help other people to amplify their lives how they want to be, please join this mission and click on the like button to get this video to more people. It would mean a lot. Thank you. So let me get to the hidden risk. Passive consumption. Here is the real danger. If you do not decide what you pay attention to, if you do not prime your brain initially in the morning, so you notice those things that you actually want to pay attention to and that is good for you, the internet and the algorithms will direct it for you. So passive consumption is like giving over the steering wheel of your own identity to someone else. So you might think you're just killing time, but in reality, if you are not sure what is taking your attention and you're not noticing those things, then your identity is shaped by those who actually want things out of you and want to sell you things, and is not their interest for you to become the best version of yourself and become aware. The internet, the marketing people, a lot of things already know how you pull your attention. And better if you are directing your attention exactly in a way that you want to. So you probably heard that 95% of our thoughts and who we are is the same that we were yesterday. So that means we're thinking the 95% over and over again, and that rewires the brain completely. So if we are exposed online to something over and over again that has been our identity in the past, how likely is it that we're going to change to someone who actually we want to become? So the real question is, do you want to be designed by default or by choice? So pay attention what pulls your attention, what you gravitate towards naturally, what your focus is on, what you are looking at, and what you're doing, what your actions are. And then it will tell you a lot about yourself, to know yourself more than the algorithms do. So you make your own choices and you design yourself how you want to be in the future. Is what you're doing at the moment will make your future self proud of you or not? So focus is a creative act. Every click, every look, every time spent, every pause is a self-design. So choose consciously. So don't just consume, create. Discover yourself through critical thinking, through what you create. Make your life more meaningful through what you are creating, through your honest and authentic self. And then everything will change. And through creation, you will become a more magnetic version of yourself. You discover who you really are and what you need so you can communicate it to others, and others will gravitate towards you. Everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of one decision. Are you a creator or a consumer? So if you want to master your focus and create a life with intention, join the scribe of successful creatives where we are successful on our own terms, and subscribe. See you later.